Welcome back. This is episode 166 of Making Beats live with me, Melvin Junko. Feel like I haven't done this in a minute. Caught a cold, but I'm on the mend now, so it's all good. I'm also kind of looking at this sample challenge from the producer's corner. And I think we might pivot a little bit and actually do this. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the producer's corner, but they do weekly sample challenges, and you pick you pick the sample that you use for your beat from this playlist they have on YouTube, and then you make the beat out of it, and you send it over, and then they have judges that vote for the best beats. They do it once a week. They've done it for a while now. It's pretty dope, though. Let's see what samples they have. I am interested. I want to make sure the audio works, though. Let's see here. Yeah, they've been doing these sample challenges for, I don't know, like maybe 8 years. I used to join them all the time. But yeah, like I said, they have a playlist, a YouTube playlist that you have to pick from for the samples. Here's the playlist. Let me see if we can find anything good on it. I was just thinking about their challenges today because I keep seeing them, and they do the judging on YouTube. So they have like live streams every Saturday where they play all the beats that get submitted, and it's just kind of a fun time, honestly. But I've wanted to hop back into them, and I figured why not do it live. So let's see. I think I can get it played from the computer. Hold on.
What has lasted 5,000 years was
There we go. Yeah, we can get the so we're gonna go through these. We're gonna pick some samples, or we're gonna pick a sample from this list of samples to chop up and make a beat out of. I've actually never really picked the sample that I was gonna use on YouTube or on when I'm streaming. Because usually what I like to do is keep my samples kind of low key. So I don't really like showing the record that I'm chopping or anything like that. Which is fine. I could still play the vinyl and chop it up, pick it, do all that process without anybody kind of seeing what record it is, which is fine. I might start doing that just to make it the full process, but yeah, I haven't really used one of these live streams to actually go through samples and pick one and chop it, so it's kind of a new thing. That's kind of a banger. Like I said, though, there's a lot of producers that are going to be getting down on this, so I really don't think it matters what sample we use. Like we can make a dope beat. Like let's do this. There's a playlist of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 beats. I'm gonna hit shuffle. Hit next. I think we got the sample. I know we got the sample. All right, let's see what we captured and manipulated a little bit, get it sounding grimy. I think another reason why I haven't done any videos like this where I pick the sample live is because I don't like having to go and edit out the copyright stuff. Because if you straight play a song on your stream, like it'll get flagged and you have to go through and chop it out. But if you have like a manipulated short version of a sample or something like that, that's kind of like switched up from the original. All right, record time into the MPC. Alright, so now we're letting the MPC do the chopping for us. We recorded this loop of this sample that we got into the MPC and just recorded 60 seconds of it. And then we just did the auto chop on it because usually, I mean, when you do the auto chop out of 16 options, you usually find some good stuff. So if you just kind of lay some drums down and then sit and play out the samples that the auto chop gives you, I can 99.9% of the time find something that works and sounds dope. So that I'm not spending a bunch of time meticulously chopping and editing, and that stuff's not fun, man. I like making the beats. I like playing the samples out. You know, I don't want to sit here and do cut and paste. This isn't preschool, man. We're not in kindergarten. We're not doing arts and crafts. We're making beats. All right, let's see what chops it gave us. So there's one. So these are sounding pretty good. Lay down some fat drums. Some slapping drums at about 86 BPM. And you're well on your way to banger. Yeah, so we got the attack. We got the attack up on our chops, so they're fading in a little bit. We got them pitched down slightly in the MPC. They were already pitched down in the SP, but when we put them in the MPC, we pitched them down a little bit more, just to give it some MPC manipulation. All right, now that we got our chops, let's find some hats, and then we'll find a kick drum and a snare. That sounds good. Sometimes when I'm going through these, I use the same one like 3 beats in a row. It's all good though, because I get in like moods where like one hat will be a good mood for me for like 3 beats, and then I'll get sick of it, and then I move on, and it ends up working out because it's not like I'm making 20 beats with the same ones, and then they get mixed up. So it's not like anybody ever knows, and if they did, who cares anyway, right? I like this snare too, I use it a lot. So we're going to go 86 BPM, that's kind of my go-to. It's not too fast, it's not too slow. It's got a really good head bob factor. And we got the same snare on 3 different pads, or the same hi-hat on 3 different pads. Each instance of that hi-hat sound though, it has something different going on. Like one has longer decay, so the tail end's longer. One has shorter, so the tail end's shorter. One's pitched up, one's pitched down. So it gives you some variation in how your hi-hats sound when you use the same sound on 3 different pads and change them all up a little bit. There's really no reason to overthink the drum loop either. I mean, just hit the kick and then hit the snare where it's supposed to go. Add some stuff in between. If you like it, if you nod your head to it, it's all good. There's no need to sit there and redo the same drum loop with 15 different sounds, for 30 minutes or whatever. It's just a drum loop, man. It's boom bap drums. Like, they go boom, they go bap. What else do you need? We're just gonna play out some chops over the drums and see what we can come up with. a good starting point. Now we're going to try to come up with a second loop. That way we can transition back and forth between the two loops and give it some transitions and some different aspects to the beat, so it's not too repetitive. Yeah, that's the best way, Wes. SPs with more SPs. What up, Mars? Only Defunk, what up? So we got a couple of loops now. I'm just going to kind of add some extras on top of stuff. Like I'm going to see if I can make an echo out of this sound to kind of go in the background. Use some filtering from the MPC. So this is a technique that they used to use back in the 90s. Whenever you hear those horns in the background that are echoing, they usually had them on an MPC like this, and they had this feature on where it was actually just a volume differential of the same sound, and dudes would just play it out like that, and it would actually sound like an echo. I think we can keep that echo sound on the second loop, but we don't really need it on this first one, I don't think. Time to move over to the bass. Need some fat, chunky bass lines. If you don't got fat, chunky bass lines, do you even have a good beat? I will say, Necro has the fattest, chunkiest bass lines. I definitely got influenced by that dude with his bass. Alright, so we can, usually what I do is I have, I'll record one bass sound and then maybe go back and record over on top of it to accent some other parts in the sample, but already got a few matches, so I try to match the bass sound with something that's going on in the sample. I heard a couple of things come through, so should be able to get it in just one take and not have to record a bunch of different loops, but we'll see. I lied. I needed to do a few different recordings. So weird. If you're hearing this when you record like super complex, like fast notes on the MPC, like it can't keep up with you sometimes, so you gotta like space them out and be slower than what you're supposed to be. So I'm just trying to get the timing right because the machine it's old, but it sounds good. But some of those little like quirks that these older machines have, you just gotta work through them. There we go, happy with that one. What up, Lurk Squad? Randomly lurking. All right. We got loops. We got additional sounds echoing in the background. We got bass. We got hi-hats. We got kicks. We got snares. I think this is enough to say we have an actual beat. So now at this point, let's record the final beat. I keep these puppies stored on my third SP over here. So usually I just pile up all of these pads with beats, and then once they're all piled up, once the SP's full of beats, then they gotta go. They gotta go on a computer, and so they can go live their life on the internet or on a cassette tape somewhere or something, you know. That bass line took a minute, but it sounds chunky. Oh, and that's definitely not it, because we got stuff like this that we add onto it as we record the final one, so yeah, we're just adding stuff on top of stuff. In the most chaotic but rhythmatic way. And one last thing too before I stop talking and we record this beat. We need intros, you know, so when you just have two loops, you just got two loops, that's boring. If you you cut out the drums and the loop plays and it plays for 4 bars and then you bring the drums back in and that's the drop, that's boring to me. So what I do is when I hit record for the beat, I like to play out some chops to make just a random intro, and then hit play on the beat, and that way there's more to it than just like some looped. It's just looped the same timing the entire time, so the intro has a little bit more of a. It's more sporadic, you know, more. It's just a little more different than, you know, just playing the same loop over and over, and you can even do that with like drops and transitions in the middle of the beat. So if you're you got your beat playing like this, right? This is the regular beat, and then some people do drops and they just mute the drums like that, and they bring the drums back in and that's the drop or whatever. But you can just hit stop on your on the song and then play a little funky something in the middle, and then hit play again. So little things like that I like to do because I've never seen anybody do anything like that before, and it breaks the monotony up of the same loop playing over and over. Anyway, let's record it out. I'm gonna guess that was probably a minute and a half or something like that, but I mean, we're not trying to go for anything too crazy. This isn't some, epic club banger that needs to be 4.5 minutes. It's probably just something that I'm gonna throw on a beat tape and 15 people will listen to it once, so I'm not too worried about it. But I think it's dope. All right, we got a beat knocked out. We actually scoured the web for that sample. I have some other samples loaded up already in my SP right here that we've been using to complete a beat tape. So let's dive into some of those. I got a few to pick from, and we can make another beat or two. Let's see what we got. We definitely already used this one in the last stream. So that one is a no. We used this one too. I think we made 3 beats last stream, and this one was one of them. This one was also one of them. So I think this is where we start to enter uncharted territory. This one's dope though, we can do something with it. I like it better than the last one we used. Honestly, using shuffle on that YouTube playlist, man, that was a bad idea. I did not like that sample, I'm gonna be honest. But it's all good. We still made a cool little beat out of it. Not every beat's gonna be submitted to, a famous rapper for use or whatever. Sometimes you just gotta make a beat to get on to the next one. I think this sounds funky right here. This Maybe slower? No. Yeah. I like that right there. Lurch Squad, you know the vibes. Alright, let's see what the auto chop blessed us with this time. It's like a surprise every time I chop a sample. What am I gonna get, you know? I was kind of putting together like a little drum loop. And like kind of how I wanted to play these samples out while we were recording it into the MPC. So I think I have somewhat of an approach ready to go on this one. I don't know, sometimes I try to pre-plan it and then like a new sound pops out and I'm like, ooh, that one changes my plan. So I don't know, we'll see. Let's change the snare up too. I've been really liking this kick drum for a minute now. I probably use it on every beat I made for like the last 15 beats. You sample off YouTube and use the same kick drum? Really like that snare too. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, honestly, you got your sounds that you like. You know, what's wrong with that? I'm pretty sure they're like, when you look at other producers too, like DJ Premier has an era where he used the same recognizable hi-hat on like couple albums, you know. So like, I think producers just go through like phases, and they have just sounds that they like for a certain amount of time, then move on to another, you know, group of sounds. There's really nothing wrong with it. See, this is what I like about picking my own samples. Is like this one hits how I like it to hit. Like, I can still make a beat with random stuff, but it's not what I envisioned from the start to the beginning. But this one's crazy. There's some sounds in here that matching up a bass line with is gonna sound nuts. So now we got one loop. Like, that sounds crazy. I'm very pleased. Let's see if we can come up with a second loop to switch back and forth from. thing too is there's 10,000 different ways I could have laid this sample out, but I could be here all night. So I mean, the first one that sounds good, just lay it down and be done with it. I think we got a couple dope loops. Let's lay down a fat, chunky bass line. I always turn the bass way up when I'm working on it and I'm recording it, but then I turn it down when I'm done. Alright, I'm gonna chill on that. I think it's fine. Do not overcomplicate it. Let the fat chunky bass line be a fat chunky bass line. You leave that fat chunky bass line alone. think it needs anything else. I think we're ready for intro and recording and all that. Sometimes I do have trouble deciding which loop to start the beat with. I think we'll probably start with this one because it's more kind of, I envisioned it as more the kind of chorus loop. And then we can kind of drop to the more chill loop for the verses. Yeah, I think that's a good one. Let's play that one back. And then we'll play the first one back.
real, son.
Yeah, this one's a vibe for real. Also, producers. I sometimes it's pretty good. It's not bad. But sometimes I actually put the loops that I use, the samples that I use onto Google Drive, and I upload them. So if you want some free samples, I have some links in my description that have like my albums, you know, where you can buy merch, stuff like that. But there's also a link in there that has sample loops, and they're free. They're just on a Google Drive. So a lot of the times when I'm done with a beat tape here, I'll just load up all those samples and give them out for free. So make sure you download those if you want some loops. I'm going to say that the beat that we made out of the sample that I had pre-chose, I like that one a lot better. This one was like a random pick. It ended up cool, but the other one's cooler. Anyway, that's going to be it for the stream tonight. Thank you for stopping in, everybody. Again, I got links in the description with all the goods. So hit it up if you're looking for loops, merch, or just some music to listen to. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you for